Okay, ladies and gents, what I'm going to show you here is the infamous Blood Rock, which is in Oak Mountain State Park in Pelham, Alabama. It's part of the Xterra Southeast Championships, and we're going to be racing it on Saturday. So I'll walk you through it here. So I'm going to actually be starting at the bottom and kind of working my way up. So this is where you're going to end up. Something that seems kind of new from last year is we have this nice little river flowing right in the middle of the rideable part of the course. It's always had water flowing through it, but not right down the middle of the riding portion. So I'll kind of walk you up. This is the last little portion. To give you an idea of size, I'll bring the bike up here in a second so you can kind of see this last little drop. As we climb up, you can see we've got some water flowing right through the middle of this last portion of Blood Rock, so be careful on that. And here's a drop right after a little short turn. And I'm going to turn around and show you from the top down. You can see where folks have been hitting their handlebars on that tree right there, because you come into it right here along in the angle of those rocks, and you have to make a hard right and then an immediate hard left right before a drop. That seems to be the part of the course that most folks have the most difficulty with as they finish up this section. Here's where the water used to flow through, kind of under this man-made bridge area, and then this guy's painted red for a reason. I'm going to continue to walk up. Here's another little drop section. And I'm not going to go all the way up to the fire road, obviously, walking, but I'll show you a good portion of it. Back up a ways, there's a couple of switchbacks with a couple of drops, about the same size as this one. But coming into the section here at the intersection of the Peavine Falls Road, you can take that trail over to Peavine Falls Road, or you can go down the bike loop. There's this one, it's about a 2-foot drop. And you got another 1-foot drop here. These are pretty simple, another 1.5 feet. And you can kind of see what you might pick as the good line through here. And if you'll notice this big log hanging across here, because there used to be an alternate line that other folks used to take, but they're trying to discourage folks from taking that line by laying this tree and the limbs and all the rocks. And another foot drop. This is about a 2.5 to 3 foot drop. If you go from top to bottom, the pitch on it's not too bad. And then you want to watch out for that guy. And you can see here, man-made bridge. Then you make this hard right, then an immediate hard left, and you got about a 2.5 to 3 foot drop. Straight down to the pointy rock, and you can choose whether you want to go off this line or go off this one. And then into some muddy section. Don't want to go down there. And then you keep going on down. The rest of the descent down Blood Rock, I'm going to take the bike over here so I can show you kind of the size, give you something to gauge it with. But the rest of the descent after Blood Rock is nothing as technical as this, but you got a lot of loose rocks, some baby head boulders, a few switchbacks, some what I call whoop-de-doos, and then you've also got a couple of other sections that aren't too bad. I'm just going to spin that around so you guys can see it. Hopefully it won't fall down on me. So that kind of gives you an idea of the size of some of those drops there. So you can see that last one's kind of a doozy. And that, my friends, is Blood Rock.